You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and I'm back for another episode of Road to Glory. And first off, just want to apologise for not having put up a video in a couple of days. Been kind of busy going out, enjoying the sun, you know, all of the regular stuff that we all love to do. Anyway, back on with it. We're going to be continuing on with our Dutch team, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. You can see here me going off and buying the Swansea away kit. A lot of you said that the Swansea away kit was the one to use if you wanted to be the Dutch team. Now, the Dutch team do use black shorts and orange shorts, so it doesn't really matter, but you know, it's just a kit. So anyway, just to remind you of the team, here you go. Two strikers, we've got Van Persie and Huntelaar. We've got de Guzman, Elia, Heitinga, de Jong, Lens, and then at the back we have Brewers, Donk, the guy I can't remember who will get replaced, and also the Steck in goal. So pretty beast looking team. Obviously we're going to improve it over this episode, make a couple of signings, and we'll go into our first game. We come up against this also a 3-5-2. Looks like a bit of a pace rape team. He's got like who's that? Hernandez and Sturridge and a whole bunch of people that are pretty fast. So looks a bit dangerous. Anyway, you can see here, going into the lead quite early on, Van Persie just simply turning past this guy, and keeper commits himself, and Van Persie just happily finishes it. So, nice goal there to start us off in this episode. Our second goal comes from our boy Donk, you know, getting his donk on it, and scoring a goal from the corner to make it 2-0. Always good to see him getting on the score sheet. I do love a good bit of donk. And yeah, anyway, continuing on. You can see here Elia tying one of his players in knots, just going past him, elastico chop, and a really, really nice finish from him there, just absolutely finessing it past the goalkeeper getting absolutely nowhere near it. So a very nice goal from Elia there. Do love Elia, my favourite player by a absolute country mile on this game. Did get a little bit sweaty here. You can see here passing across the goal after I intercepted from the goalkeeper. You know, goals mean coins, so just get your goals and don't complain about sweatness. Anyway, moving on, we come on to the next goal, and this guy really didn't put up much of a fight. You can see here Van Persie doing some very nice skills to get through his defence, and absolutely smashing that one in. So a very good goal from Van Persie there, and the final goal also goes to us. I mean, he really didn't put up much of a fight. You can see here passing out wide to Lens doing some work out here, going past a couple of players with the what is it, stop and go turn or whatever it's called, and an unbelievable finish from Van Persie there, literally looping it straight into the top left hand corner of the goal. So a very nice result there, making it 6-0 to us, and we get full Coibers, and we were even away from home, so playing in the snow, so I was very happy with that result, and especially with Elia's goal, because it was really nice. I just love scoring goals. Anyway, you can see there we get over 1,000 coins, and if you're wondering how to get more coins, you need to be using getting your DNF modifier up to the most amount you can. Anyway, we go off and make a signing, and you can see here I buy Van Bommel, which was a real steal for 700 coins in our formation. He obviously goes in the place of Heitinga. There is a reason for that. Heitinga is amazing, but you will see what goes on in a minute. You can see here Van Bommel just being picked into the team, ready for our next match. We come up against all Barclays Prem team, all except David Beckham, who sits in the middle, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. Obviously a bit of a budget team, but these budget teams can sometimes be quite devastating. I'm not really sure why he's playing Wright Phillips up front, but you know, he is fast, so you can get away with it. Anyway, you can see Huntelaar doing the work here. Nice shot feint to go past one player, and then absolutely hoons that into the top hand corner of the goal. A very nice goal from him there in the 9th minute. And this guy again didn't put up much of a fight. You can see here going from the goalkeeper kick out, and going and doing a stop and go spin past him and scoring another goal. So Van Persie, absolute monster when it comes to scoring goals in front, especially if you play him in the right hand slot, I find, because you can get him onto his left foot a lot easier for like chips and stuff like that. And you can see here Donk getting another goal from his head, putting his donk on it. And that was enough to end the game, because the guy had enough at this point and decided to quit out. So unfortunately we don't get as many coins as we probably could have. It always does annoy me when it's quite an easy game. I could have got full coins from this game, but 706 for what, 35 minutes of play isn't too bad, to be honest. It could be a lot worse. Anyway, we go off and make our final signing of the episode, and you can see here why I got rid of Heitinga from the centre defensive mid position, because I wanted to go and buy his second inform card and get the centre back version of him, so we can put him into our defence. We can finally get rid of that rubbish guy who was playing in the centre back position, that Tyson I think it was, very slow guy. And you can see here him jumping into the slot. So yeah, pretty nice signing there. I'm actually very, very pleased with him. He looks like an absolute tank. I mean, a 70 pace, you know. He's only one slower than Donk, and Donk's absolutely lightning quick. So anyway, we go into our final game of the episode. You come up against this Serie A team with, I don't know why, Patrice Evra just sitting at the back. Maybe he's resting one of his players or something, I don't know. And also playing Micheli in CDM position, which is a bit strange, but Micheli's an absolute beast, so I do love him. Anyway, you can see here, just simple through the legs ball, and then in on goal and finishing that nicely from Van Persie again with his left foot. So like I said, Van Persie left foot is absolutely magic, and his right isn't too bad either. You can see here I get absolutely sweaty, putting Huntelaar in on goal when I put it across the face, and scoring, well, not a nice goal, but just a goal to make it 2-0 in the 7th minute. I thought this guy would probably rage quit, because I did actually go quite quickly up scoring goals, and that's usually what makes people rage quit. And you can see here, probably the most bundled goal in the world. Who is it? Van Persie eventually being through and putting into the corner of the goal after a couple of lucky ricochets. You can see here, Guzman doing a bit of work. Unfortunately does intercept it, but he luckily rolls through for De Guzman to smash it into the back of the net. So another nice goal for us there in the 66th minute to make it, I think, 4-0. You can see here Elia waking work down the left wing. I love it when left mids and right mids come from deep. I love running at defenders with them. As you can see here, Elia trying to go past him, little shot feint, and he decides to slide me. I mean, he did save it, but a foul is a foul in the box, so we get a penalty. And as per usual, Van Persie steps up to take it, and he smashes it in. First time you've probably ever seen me not put it down the middle. I don't know what was going on. Should have just left it down the middle. Anyway, this guy really wasn't putting up all that much of a fight. You can see here again, Elia exploiting that thing down the left wing, and doing a couple of skill moves. It's Huntelaar that picks it up in the end and puts it home. Very good finish on Huntelaar. Definitely recommend him if you're building a Dutch squad. Maybe his footwork isn't as good as you would look for in an actual player, but he is very good and he's very fast. As you can see here, absolutely terrorising this defender. He had a mare, shot feinting past another one, and he just committed his keeper, which made it easy for me to finesse at home. So that's actually how the game ended. I think that's was that a 7-0 victory? Yeah, 7-0. Pretty decent result. So yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you could. I'm going to be putting up a video daily from now on, so don't worry, there won't be any gaps in the series. So hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.